Hello and welcome to the video on Format as Table. This is taking a very bland Excel workbook and changing it to a style that is powerful and very professional appearing, and you can use the sort and filter feature in an extended version. So the first thing we'll do is open the attached file, and again it should look very familiar. I added to the last name and first name the word salespeople, but it doesn't all fit. You can't see all of it. So if you did extend it so it fits, it just makes this column extremely wide. So we don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to select both A2 and B2 and use this feature called Wrap Text. So it fits all on one cell, but doesn't extend it. It extends it vertically, just not horizontally. As you can see, the dotted line here is showing the indication of what won't fit on a page when printing, but that's probably because it's in portrait. And we could also change the style a little bit, so maybe they match. Now I lost the top of sales, so if I double click here, just like you would over here between the boundary, you'll be able to see all of it. We still, again, June is missing, but we would probably change it from portrait to landscape. That's if we're printing. So what I want to do is select starting with A2, and I'm going to, we can include the total, that's fine. And then it's right on the Home tab. It's called Format as Table. And you can select from the categories light, medium, and dark. So let's say, for example, I chose this blue table style light 13. Notice I'm choosing blue. When I click it, it asks me, do you want your data to include A2 through H7? Yes. And my table, it already has column headings, so I definitely want to choose, make sure that's checked off. I'll show you afterwards what it would be if you didn't check it off, so I'll click OK. And as you can see, the border's in blue, but it didn't put the formatting of row 2 in blue, and it also, we lost the wrap text. That's because we formatted it manually from the font group with the fill color and the font color. So I'm going to undo, and I'm going to go back into Format as Table. First, I'm going to show you, I'll pick the same blue, 13. But I'm going to uncheck my table has headers. And as you can see, salespeople, last name, first name, January, February. But I unchecked it, and I just want to show you what it does. It almost gives you double headers, column 2, column 3, column 4. So I'm going to undo that. And what I'm also going to do is, in order to get rid of this peach color that I originally chose, what I'm going to do is go to select everything. And from the editing group, I'm going to choose clear formats. So that way it gets it back to the general style. I'll adjust the column headings later because it made it all the same font size. But for now, let's go back to Format as Table. And I like this blue one. And then again, it asks you the same thing as the range A2 through H7, and then my table has headers, and click OK. And there we have the blue colors. Now, at any point that you decide, you know what, I'm going to go with green. Again, I'll select the entire table, and then choose orange. Choose any color. It should work as long as it's selected, anything you'd like. Some of them have a darker shading every other row. You can select whatever you like. What also appears is, and so again, and we can do this where we choose those two, go back home, and that wrap text. And it didn't work because it stretched it out so it fits. So if I make it smaller, the column with smaller, now wrap text, it'll work. It wouldn't work because it was fitting in there. So now I made it not fit in there. But that's your choice, the wrap text. I actually prefer to have it all on one row, but especially if they're long, maybe you want to wrap them. So it's your choice. Now what else appears is these down arrows. And if you were to look at the file print, they do not appear. They're only on the screen that you're working with. And what they do is a couple of neat things. Is let's say I wanted to sort by last name. I would click this and choose A to Z. and then it's sorted by last name. And it also took Anna with us. We didn't have to select the whole thing. But if you want to then sort by first name, watch what happens if I go to sort by first name. Remember, we want Anna Smith. And if I choose this one and sort A to Z, again, it took the total, and we didn't want that because that's in that column. It wasn't in this one. So a couple of different things happened. So probably what you want to do is I'm going to go into sort and filter here and choose custom sort. So what I would tell it to do is sort by last name, add a level, and then sort by first name. And because I selected this specific range, if I didn't, it would have put T in there and it would have sorted within, because it would have thought that was a first name. So that's why I made sure I just selected this range. I didn't have to worry about it over here because there was nothing in A7. So it's probably best to select what you want to sort and then go into your sort and filter. I will go back here to show you. It should still show that you sorted by last name and then you sorted by first name. And then OK. I'm just going to pop into Sales 2024 real quick. So I popped into Sales 2024. Yours does not have the last name and first name. Let me just fix this. Should be last name. What I will do is delete row 7. Just so that we don't run into that problem with it'll sort it alphabetically. So again, I'll select the range and I'll choose Format as Table and select anything you'd like. And again, this is my range and it has headers. It's only up to row 6, which is fine. I do have those markers. Now, if I sort here by last name in alphabetic order, that's perfect, by last name. But watch what happens when I select by first name. It's sorting it by first name and not last name. So what you want to do, so I'm going to undo both, is always do the inner first. Sort by first name first. Then, that's okay. Now I'm going to sort by last name. So it's putting them in alphabetic order by last name and also by first name. But you have to do the first name first and the last name next. That's different from doing it on the first one where you sorted by selecting the data. This is not selecting the data. You just have to be careful which one you do first. And the last one should be the one that you want it to be sorted by main. So I'm going to come back in here. You'll notice that there's arrows pointing up in the little checkbox. That's indicating that it's been sorted alphabetically. If it was pointing down, it would be sorted in descending order. You could also sort by values. The other thing that you could do in here is if you click this down arrow for more options, it has filters. And right now everyone is showing. So if I just wanted to see Neil, I could uncheck Nguyen and Smith and any blanks and click OK. And I just have, you can see the numbers here, I just have 3 and 4, which are the Neil. I don't have, you can see the numbers missing, 5, 6, 7. Also showing you that there's data missing is there's a filter button icon showing that this table has been filtered. There's information missing. To get it back, all you have to do is either recheck the ones that are there or clear the filter. And it's best to always clear your filters so that the next time you open it, you won't wonder, where's the other information? So clear your filters. Now we'll go into Google Sheets. So this, again, if we wanted to get rid of column or the row 7, we could right click and choose delete row. And then if we select it, I just want to show you if we were going to select to choose the tables. If you're looking for it, it's actually in extensions. It would be an add-on. And add-ons usually come at a cost. So this is one of the features that is more accessible in Microsoft Excel versus Google Sheets. And the other, if you want it, we're using the MacBook, you could find using styles and numbers, the information here. So back to Microsoft Excel. It's definitely a great feature. I wanted just to show you the tables again. You can change it if you decided you want a different color, and it changes all of them. Make sure you highlight Format as Table. On Sales 2023, if you notice that A, because I just added that column, but it didn't include the shading, or it's not centered, so I'd have to select A and B, and that was that merge and center, so it's centered perfectly. You just sometimes have to click it twice till it accepts it, and that one was fine. Okay, that was tables. Thank you.